So the Windows Movie Maker project, the Movie Maker project, this is how this is going to go. You're going to open up Movie Maker, so you're going to start All Programs and Movie Maker. Click right there. And up comes Movie Maker. Then in there, you are going to be making a storybook like you would read to a kindergartner, like a little picture book in Movie Maker using pictures that you find on Google, and you should know how to do that without copyright infringement if you're watching this video, because you've already watched the other video on how to upload and download pictures. So to do that, you're going to go to Google. You're going to open a new tab, type in images, and oops, I guess you didn't have to type in images, but whatever. Go to Google Images, and you're going to go to Advanced Search. Scroll down, make sure it's free to use or share, which we've done before. And then you can pick any of these images, or you can go type in, like if you want to make a story about a dragon, you could type in the word dragon, and these are all free to use or share as well. See, it says labeled for non-commercial reuse. Okay, so go find one that you like. Let's say that I like this guy. And then I'm going to go ahead and save image as. And I'm going to save him into my H drive. So I'm going to go find my H drive down here, go into my computer apps folder. If for some reason you don't have a computer apps folder in there, you can right click at any time, click new folder, and make one, and you can name it whatever you want. Bob. Okay, I would name it computer apps if I were you. And then I'm going to go, this is my 6th grade folder, I'm going to save him in my 6th grade folder. There we go. Cool. So he's saved in my H drive. Then I go and I'd find about 10 more pictures. So I'm going to pause it while you pause this video and go find pictures that you like. Okay, so you can see I found a whole bunch of great pictures and I saved them in my H drive. Now I'm going to go ahead and use those pictures in my Windows Media tutorial, my Windows Movie Maker tutorial. So I'm going to go back to Windows Movie Maker, and I'm going to go Add Videos and Photos. And in my H drive, which you'll probably have to go down and get into, so I'll do that for you like that, you're going to select all the pictures that you just uploaded. Oops, I don't want that thing there. All right, and you're going to hit Open. And there are all my pictures in a random order. From there, you can click on any one picture and move it wherever you want it to go, okay? Maybe I want this dragon here. Got my penguins maybe at the very end. This story is going to be pretty random, okay? All right, so I get them in the order that I like. Then, and you can always change it as you make your story. Then you're going to go ahead. I don't actually like that green guy right at the beginning. Let's have him down here. Okay, then you're going to go ahead and you're going to start adding captions to it. Captions are going to be like the storybook part. So you'll click caption, you'll pick one slide, click caption, and it'll say enter text here, and right over here you'll see where you're going to enter your text, and I'm going to write, once upon a time in a beautiful land, ... And then if for some reason you see that your text doesn't show up very well, you have some options. You can make it bold. You can make it bigger. So you want it to stand out on that background. Okay, so now mine stands out pretty well. I'll show you this next screen. It's not going to stand out as well. There's a solution for that too. So then the next screen over, I make a new caption. There was a mean dragon. See how you can't even see my text? I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to turn it black. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to make an outline around it so it makes it more viewable. There was a mean dragon. Check if I take the outline off. You can hardly see it on that page. But if I put the outline on, you can kind of see it pop out better. Okay? And I can even make it bigger too, just to make it more interesting to see. Oh, that's really big. Maybe not that big. All right, so there was a mean dragon. I'm going to go through all of my pictures in the story, and I can add more pictures if I want, if I'm running out of pictures and I need more for my story. And I'm going to add a caption to each one like it's a page in a children's book. When I'm done adding captions, then I'm going to go back and I'm going to add narration. So I'm going to go to record narration, click there, and then I'm going to just narrate by reading what's on each page. So my first page, recording narration, I'm going to hit record. Once upon a time, there was, or in a beautiful land, I should probably read the actual page. Okay, that narration didn't work so well. I'm not going to save that one. Cancel. So I click there again. Once upon a time in a beautiful land. Stop. It'll ask me to save my narration. I'm going to call it page 1. And I'm going to save it in my computer apps file. Make sure you're in there. 6th grade. And then if I listen right now, I can go ahead and play. Once upon a time in a beautiful land. You can see that there's narration on the page. So another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some cheesy background music to make it really seem like a great children's book. So I'm going to go here, and you can go to Free Music Archive. And if you click there, there's this whole website full of free music. And it's not the music that you're used to and that you love, but it's free music that artists have allowed anyone to use at any time. So I'm going to find one that I think is going to be just super great. Let's choose international music. And we're going to go with Latin. All right, and it gives me all these different choices of songs, and you can click on a few and listen to them. I'm just going to pick one. So I'm going to click download on this one, Yuletide in Tongues. And it'll download it down here, and you'll see this little circle loading. Once it loads all the way, then you can drag it into your H drive. So it's almost there once it's a full circle. All right, now I'm going to kind of make my page a little smaller here. See how I minimize that? And I'm going to pull up my H drive over here by clicking on the folder. And I'm going to go into my computer apps, into the same project file. Whoops, not into Bob. And I am going to just take this, Kathleen Martin, and drag it in there. And there it is in my H drive. So now I can use that as a song. So I can close that, go back to my thing, and then I'm going to put add music. And now I can go add music here. And I'm going to click on Kathleen. And you see how it adds it for my whole story. Now, if we listen, there will be narration and music. Once upon a time in a beautiful land. Sounds terrible. Okay, you may notice that either the narration or the music is too loud. So you can click on either one, click on my narration, and I can go to narration tools here, and I can make it less horribly loud. Okay, now let's try it. Once upon a time in a beautiful land. Beautiful. You can do the same thing for music. You can click on the music, go to music tools, and change the volume there. You can also fade in and fade out at the end, and they'll do that for you. Then I'll click on my next slide, and I'll add narration for that one. So same thing, you go to home, record narration, and I would read, there was a mean dragon, and then my narration would be for that page. Once you've got the whole book done, you're going to go add a title page. Oops, and you want it at the front. And my title page, I'm going to add some text to it. Enter text. There we go. I have to click on that if it doesn't show up. Enter text. The Mean Dragon. There, I have a title. And at the end, I'm going to add credits. And I'm going to give myself credit. Brittany Keilman, greatest producer ever. No, you don't have to write that. Okay. And then the last things you can do, you have a beautiful story made, lots of narration, everything looks great, tons of captions on each page. You can go back in and add animations, which are like, if I click on this slide and I add this animation, you can see. Ooh, see how it changes, how it enters. You can add visual effects, which just kind of changes your picture. So if I click on that picture and turn it gray, you could do that if you wanted. You can do all sorts of stuff in here. I actually haven't played with any of this, but if you want to try some stuff in here, feel free and see what happens. And then also on anything that you want, you can change the video tools, change background colors, music tools. You can make the music stop at a certain point by clicking set start point or set end point and clicking the spot where you want it to go. You can split the music, so if you want 2 different songs to happen in your book, you can pick a spot like right here and click split, and it'll split your music right there, and you can delete half of it and add a new song. So lots of stuff you can do. Mess with it. When you're ready to save, you're going to come over here. You're going to save your project. This is your editable project. I'm going to save it as Mean Dragon Project. That way I can come back in and change it, saving it that way. And then when you're totally done, you can save it as a movie. So save movie. This will make it a movie file. You could burn it to a DVD. You could send it out on Facebook and share it with all your friends. So you're going to do save movie for computer. And it's going to render your movie. And I'm going to name this one Mean Dragon Final. And I'm going to save it in my H drive. And it'll make it a beautiful movie file I can share with the whole world. And it takes a long time. When you're done with that, you can upload it to the Moodle, and I will grade it, and then you can share it with the class and present it.